We were going to play Donkey Kong today, and we didn't. Did I lose the last run at the very end? I don't remember that. I guess we lost the last run. Alright, let's run through this real quick. I do not remember losing at the end of the last episode. Alright, there's Nico, there's Rania, Professor. Who'd we pick last time? So we've picked Fennekin, Quaxley. Who do we pick this time? Picking Roulette. I'm gonna name you Ben. Shout out to Ben. You know who you are. No, you don't. Item in the bag. There we go. Remembered it was an option, but I did not remember. Okay, my screen just went all black before I walked into the Pokemon Center. Alright, let's go see what we can do here. Cyrax Smash, yeah. We don't have Pokeballs yet, so we don't have to worry about any of this. Bangaro's level 6. Let's go fight this dweeb. Again, we don't have Pokeballs, so that fight doesn't count. Neither does this one. Alright, let's run back and heal. Just because it would be embarrassing to lose here. I will be using speed up to catch up to where I was before, and I'm not that sorry. Grubbin. It's Grubbin here. Tackle, tackle, tackle. Man, how are you doing recovering so much HP with Absorb on a Roulette? You're cheating, that's how. Got your action replay set to max damage. That's the max damage a Hoppip can do. It's pathetic. Alright, she's scared. Let's help her. That's right, I'm just telepathic. I know these things without asking. We should easily be able to leafage this thing into non-existence. We do learn Pack on Ben, which means we have both types of stab now. Obviously, Peck is not the best stab move to have, but it's flying type coverage, and a lot of the early game Pokemon are bug, grass, stuff like that, and that's weak to flying. So, you know what? I'll take it. Isn't the first gym also grass? Yeah, so we're set for life. By life, I mean maybe we can beat the first gym again. Knew you were a real friend. Pokeballs and Great Ball. Alright, now let's get our first encounter here. Did I get a first encounter down here last time? Because I think I might have missed it. I know the first time we did, but I don't think we did the second time around. I want that Poliwag. Can we get a Poliwag? Give it a Duck. Honestly, I'll take it. Duck, that's not horrible, I think. I am going to name you Cowboy because all I can think of is the Ugly Duckling Cowberry song, short, whatever it was that popped up on my suggested feed the other day. Alright, let's get our second first encounter. Alright, it is a Lillipup, which is an okay Pokemon. Lillipup, I shall name you Levi. Leaf Edge. Leafage. Alright. I should probably put not without healing you guys. I'm not. Wild and naughty. Neither one are ideal, but at least Lillipop raises attack. Kinda all I've got on the bright side. Alright, come down here. I don't want to fight you guys in a double battle. I'm afraid of double battles. I mean, nothing down here is going to threaten Ben. Ben's built different. Still no encounter, which I kind of like. I kind of like that they dropped down the encounter rate, because now you can walk through grass without getting 10 encounters patch of grass. There is the nectar we needed. It was red nectar, though. Didn't we already have the fire Oricorio? We do get a full heal. I already beat you up, so let's come down here and beat you up. Oh, you don't fight me. Beat you up then, I guess? Okay, you don't want to fight me either. You do, though. Alright. Beat up your cat, beat up your skunk. I think we can make it. No, but remember that's a trap. You can't get down there without fighting that one guy. 15, 14, we're at 4. Those for foreshadowing of the fact that you become a ghost type. Oh, this is bad. Tackle. Tackle. Go out into cowboy, water gun. Water gun. Alright, and there goes cowboy. The 1 out of 3 survivors is, for the first town's not bad, right? I should have just healed, but I thought I could make it down. My hubris got in my way. Again. Alright, we're about to randomly find a Mewtwo, so let's make sure we have enough Pokeballs to catch it. I don't remember our last starter's name, so I can't name this box after them, so I'm just going to name it IDK. That's not what I wanted. 07, Cowboy, and Levi. You didn't deserve to die like that, but it's not my fault you did. Alright, let's head up here and get our encounter up here. Right, this loser, I guess. Now we get our encounter up here. Wait, I forgot to turn on hard mode. I also forgot to set a frame, I guess. Does that mean hard mode is saved? Okay. Now let's get our encounter. So the good. I mean, Fomantis isn't bad. We just didn't need another grass type. So I shall name you Med. I mean, we need another Pokemon, so we can't be too upset. Looks like level 12 is the level cap, question mark. Alright. Somehow, someway, encounter the Eevee I know is down here. Alright, we'll find that guy a Harscowl just because he asked nicely. How are we gonna... Mono Grass Run, I'm going to name you Butt, because that's kind of what this run is. We're definitely going to lose again. At least you're immune to grass types, I guess. I guess my only real option is to run around until I level up. No, I'm not using potion, and I can just do this. Alright, we just keep clicking tackle, I guess. Alright, we just lost you. Oh, we have Fury Cutter. Oh, you're going to be so good for this. Sorry, but... But there's another full run, another episode, we're full sending this, and I'm just never playing a game again. We're going to end the episode right here, just to be sure. Fury Cutter is super good against all the grass types. Could have had an Eevee. And I knew I could have had an Eevee. Now it confirms that I wasn't wrong for not switching to nighttime because I didn't know what it was. Alright, let's beat up the random trainers in here. I say random, they're not really that random. They're employed here. I feel only ever find these guys here. Back. Alright, run out and heal. The little coward I am. Fight you, Fury Cutter, Fury Cutter, Fury Cutter. I do get Razor Leaf, but I do have to switch out on account of I can't stay in without dying. You can get Hisui and Arcanine in this game. Hisui and Growlithe is just catchable. Does Rowlet evolve into a Hisuian Rowlet instead of normal Rowlet? Alright, we just boop you. And you all also get a couple of boops. I mean, I will switch out in Japan and boop you. Alright, I don't beat the gym leader in this run. I'm never allowed to play a video game again. Or a board game, I guess. Or a... deals off because I can't go that long without playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's not through not anything besides scheduling errors. Go left because we always go right. I have a tendency to lose this fight more than I win it. Draining Cast does just take me out, okay. And you burned me. I never said this was a hardcore nuzlocke, and so I feel totally justified in doing this. Okay, and now I'm going to heal as you burn me. Or not. Okay, you did eventually burn me. And now I will just use this full heal. Alright, now we potion up. Come on. Oh wait, you're fast. Alright, we're gonna run it back one more time. I specifically clicked reset on my emulator so we can just come back to the title screen and not have to do that. Okay. And I have a plan for this run, right? I have a surefire way to guarantee we never lose again. I'm not going to turn on level cap, but I'm going to get my starter to level 100. Yes, I would. We're going to run it back, Fennekin. I am going to name you Cooper. Which isn't even a reference to anything. It's just what I decided to do. Alright, and we just stay there. Now the thing about Fennekin is we've already lost with Fennekin twice, if you count losing to the first gym battle in the first episode. So you might be wondering how I intend to win with Fennekin this time. And the answer is, I'm just going to be smarter. Once we get out of the beginning of the slugfest here, we're not going to use speed up all the time. We're not going to forget important moves on our monkeys. We're going to make sure we stay at the level cap whenever possible. Alright, don't have Pokeballs, so I keep wanting to talk to him. Why do I have to talk to this guy? To fight him. Did you just randomly have a Mankey this time instead of a Pancham? Does that mean anything for this, or... do you just sometimes have a monkey instead of a panda? I don't know. Alright. Seal up. Historically speaking, we made it the furthest we've made it with a Fennekin. Go back to the professor. Are you guys tired of seeing this? I know I am. I want to make it past the beginning of the game. Yes, I know you. You're great. I love you. Please give me a great ball. We're going to head due south, and we're going to catch our Pokemon down here. Sandshrew is a Pokemon that exists. And just for that, I'm going to name you Exist. Because you certainly do. I think we should give Sandslash an evolution. Not a Mega Evolution, just an evolution. I don't know what its stats are, so I don't know how good it would be with Eviolite, but it's not as good as Chansey with Eviolite, so... Lillipop is back. We've got Lillipop 2/3 of our runs, and just for that, I'm going to name you 2. No, I'm going to name you 2-3. We've gotten it for 2/3 of our runs, and I don't think it's ever survived the first gym battle, so... Oh, it did, because we had a Herdier in the first run. Rest in peace, Herdier. Come over here and grab this, just in case we do run into an Oricorio. Come down here and fight these guys one at a time, so I don't have to double battle. Especially because we only have one strong Pokemon. Just gonna let the other two soak up experience with the experience share. It would be stupid of me to be like, hey, let me fight these guys one-on-one. Alright, we get a full heal, which isn't... It's an okay thing to find. Get our encounter is a Mareep for the first time. I am so excited to use a Mareep. Oh my gosh, let me switch out of Fennekin before I die. I have one name for an Ampharos, and it is Dr. Cuddles. Ampharos definitely looks like it has a PhD in cuddling, so I am objectively correct. And I started using Ampharos in my ZA playthrough when I was playing through that for a little bit. And I did end up replacing it, because I didn't want to have just all Megas, although I did kind of end up having almost all Megas. But I am sad that I did that. I also used Pikachu the whole time, because I love Pikachu. And I never got the Light Ball, because I couldn't beat that little kid who asked me to fight him with Pikachu for presumably the Light Ball. Why is that a post-game item anyway? Light Ball should be available as soon as you can catch Pikachu on the grounds that Pikachu kind of needs it. Maybe I could have just... Is Thief in that game? No. Probably not. Maybe I could have just caught Pikachu until I got it, but that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, this Skunky set me up to ruin my life last time. It is now taken care of. That feels super fun and nice. I'll learn. Roll out. Can't see anything wrong with locking myself into a move. Certainly didn't foul me like 2 runs ago or anything. Thundershock is excellent. Alright, we have an answer to water types later on the run. Now that we have Dr. Cuddles, which is good, because there is a route full of water types, and I have a fire starter. Problem is... Come on. Come on, Lollipop, I believe in you. Come on, 2/3. Now we switch out to Sand Slash and allow Sand Slash for the first time in history to pick up a KO. Alright, Town should be right down through here. It's probably mathematically correct to get our encounter down here before we fight that other trainer, right? Because it's the experience share. I want each of these just in case. I was gonna say, oh, I can't. Yes, I can. Alright. Let's get our encounter down here before we go fight the last trainer up there. No. We will spill this guy's blood to strengthen our team. This guarantees that the next Pokemon we catch is really, really good. Don't fact check that, just trust me. Alright, let's go. Wait. Haven't you heard? Team Chimera raided Arios down and their gym leader has gone missing. It was supposed to be the strongest gym leader in the Ilios region, but Team Chimera still overran it. More than meets the eye. Use wishing stars at the wishing well. Pokemon are granted to those who seek them. I did not know this was over here. Present me throw wishing stars down the wishing well. Here's a few for you. Alright, let's do this. Wow, this is... I'm gonna name you last, because you were like the last Pokemon I wanted to catch here. Alright. Is this no way this is a static encounter. This is definitely a raid den, right? Nope, static encounter. I'm gonna name you Leo. Alright, let's see what you got. Level 1, careful, Vital Spirit. Man, I wonder what we could have got if I had known this was here this whole time. I'm gonna name you this one. No. Can't use that. One static encounter per town. Well, I'm gonna name you not. I was just curious if we kept throwing them down, because it says it's a Pokeball containing a Pokemon, so I thought maybe you get an item. But it looks like you just always get a Pokemon. Two very cool Pokemon. Also, 2 Pokemon weak to the town's gym leader. 3 Pokemon weak to the town's gym leader, if you don't count the fact that Anorith is part bug. Why did we get 3 rock types? Is there only rock types here? Well, now I kind of just want to test that. Rapid Spin, sure. It's stronger than that move somehow, so. It's quicker to move around over here. Is there just a larger patch of grass? Yeah, because I can go right here and just move up and down. Perfect. We could have gotten a regular Growlithe. I know it's always going to be a less optimal choice than the new typing, but we got Cascoon. The worst of the two. Say the worst of the two, like, honestly, either one's not good. Pretty not good.
Alright.
Alright, sorry, my phone dinged. I didn't know if that was important enough or not. Alright, let's keep leveling up. How long have we been going? 11 minutes, because I split the episode off. I'm going to assume that one was around 15 minutes. Which we might have to wrap up a little short today. I would like to go fight the gym leader before we move on. Oh, no, I'm still getting normal experience. The level 12 is not the level cap here. It means I went in with one roll-up tied behind my back. Unless the hard mode's just not on. And it's not. Never mind. Not ideal, but I don't have a way to lower Fennekin's level, so... I think more games should add the common candies that Reward and Rejuvenation use. Started playing Rejuvenation again. I'm lost on the first side mission I came back to. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I think it's chapter 11, for those who care. For those who don't, play the game, it's very good. Alright. A regular Voltorb and Hisuian Voltorb are here. Oh, could have had a Vulpix. I forgot about that. Or an Alolan Vulpix. Alright. It seems like all of the night encounters are very good in Skiddo. Actually, I like Go-Go. I think Swoobat is fine, especially if it gets simple. Hisuian Electrode. Okay, Wurmple's still here. So it's obviously not the best, but... you should get a nighttime encounter just because the nighttime encounters are so good. Yeah, you can learn Fury Cutter right before the gym. We have a full team going into the gym this time. Which definitely just jinxed me, and I'm sorry about that. Mostly to whoever pays the consequence. I want an Alolan Vulpix so bad. Please, please, let me have one. Everyone's above 10, but I would like to get everyone to the level cap. Man, grinding is so slow in these games. Oh, no PP left for that move. This is with a very fast speed up button. Imagine if we had to do this stock in vanilla. Those people who buy the games on the Game Boy cartridges and play them on their actual hardware, which obviously I'm doing, and it's very, very cool. I always wanted to buy the cartridges with all the ROM hacks on them, and I never did. I don't even know how expensive they are. Imagine they can't be that expensive. It's just an empty Game Boy cartridge with a new game in it. Which, honestly, I think that is super cool, and I legitimately wished that I had done that before. Now, somehow, it feels like we're going to get a level up on our Pokemon who's at the level cap before the Pokemon who aren't. Ooh, level 7 Piggy Pack. Yeah, that's some experience. I think we're just waiting for Rockruff now. You know what? You'll get a level in the gym, which is something I forgot that I could gain some levels. So let's go to the gym. That last level in the gym, and then we'll fight the dumb gym leader. The dumb, stupid gym leader, who I have not lost 2 more times than I've beaten. Stop spreading lies, please. I should be able to just sweep everybody with Fennekin, right? Hey, one of you guys should survive against Fennekin, right? Oh, that's Rockruff. I actually really did want to howl on you. Oopsie. We're not getting anything besides money for beating these guys, but money is a very important part of most games and life. Alright, that was easy. Actually, leader leads with a Rabombi, so you know who's strong against Rabombi? That's right! My dog. Although you don't actually have a... You know who else is a move that's super effective against Ramambi? My bug. And I resist both of your stabs, I believe. So this is kind of the best start we can hope for. Alright, just gotta wait until we break through however many times we need to. Alright, Timber. More like... Exist, please deal with this guy. Alright, now we switch out into you because I am stupid, but it worked. Except it didn't, so now we switch out into Dr. Cuddles and paralyze you. And we should be able to finish off Skiddo with Cooper. Yeah, this first gym. Which should not be an accomplishment, but man, is it an accomplishment for me right now. I'll put Rockruff out front. We should get a Flaffy before the next gym, because Flaffy evolves very early. Alright, yep, we gotta fight you. Just stop leading with Pokemon that I'm weak to. Oh, you have a Fire, Water, Grass core, right? Oh, regular Vulpix is Fire Fairy in this game. Which I don't think is the... I don't know, I think people need to stop slapping Fairy types onto everything, every Pokemon that's Q, and Dark types onto every Pokemon that's Black and gets Bite. I'm looking at you, Luxray. That's right, I don't think Luxray should be A. That is my hot take for the... Yeah, I don't think Luxray should be Electric Dark. I think that your logic is stupid, and going by that logic, Zekrom should be a Dark Electric type, because it is also Black and learns Crunch. I think Luxray needs to be faster. I think its attack stat is good. I just think it needs to be faster or a dinkier. But I don't think Dark type is the answer. Alright, let's heal up. Let's go to the professor. I haven't made it back here in a hot minute. Alright guys, hear that? Or you see that? If you want to beat this game, you have to pick a Fennekin. Or I do, at least. Hey, should we try to catch a Rockruff? We got a Macho Brace, which is fun. Sentry is dupes. We don't have to catch it because we already have one. Cut. Teach to Sandshrew. Over Defense Girl, I guess, even though it's not the best move. Bite. Vulpix. Tackle. Alright, let's switch on to Dr. Cuddles. Actually, I might want to put Dr. Cuddles out front just so we can... Alright, Vital Spirit coming in clutch. Let's open our bag and just slap some potions out because I'm too lazy to go back. Try Dr. Cuddles out. Oh, you know what? Let's put Dr. Cuddles out front just because we have T-Wave for our encounter. Alright, of course this happens. Nope, I would like to switch out. Fury Cutter, okay. If I can ask for something for this encounter, I would like a Pokemon who can fight ground types, please. Our entire team is weak to ground or just weak. Where we caught Mankey before, I would like a Mankey. I would love a Mankey, actually. Isn't an Annihilate in this game? Don't they have Gen 9 Pokemon? Yeah, because I have gotten a Spartha up top. Alright, I think that's Flaffy. Apom, I will just attack. I will just go out into you. I'm sorry, what is this Apom on? What is this Apom made out of? I'm sorry, 2/3, and Leo, you deserve better, and I failed. I still don't know what happened there. Dupes. Dupe's Claws is optional, and we're not taking it on that because it's dead. Dupe's Claws is optional, and I want my dog back. Leo's gone. I will name you Phoebe. Alright, let's go heal up. That was not pretty. And unfortunately, I was going to say unfortunately, we lost two of the Pokemon I like, but I did just replace Dog, and it's unfortunate that we're no longer deathless. I really wanted to be deathless for a little bit. I'm going to name you Alive, because it makes me feel better about what I did to you guys. You fainted first. Leo fainted first. Alright, now we grab Phoebe. We do have a Flaffy, which should be very, very helpful against Pokemon. The second gym was... When I say water type, but I think I'm just conflating the fact that I got Gyarados there with it's a water type gym. I was gonna say, is that Gibble? It's a Nosepass. Man, I would not forgive myself if I could have had a Gibble and then I caught a Rockruff. Going to you and just click cut. I guess Rapid Spin was a better idea, but I have now become the ground type that my team fears. Alright, heal up you, heal up you. Put Cooper out front so we can get an evolution. Wait, I don't have to teach Pokemon Caught, I can use it from the menu. You kidding me? Why did I teach Pokemon Caught both of these times? Yeah, that's not the end of the world, because HMs can just be forgotten, but... From an old civilization, I've always wanted to see one. Alright, find a Voltorb. I just fought a Voltorb. Go talk to that guy. Alright, we go out into you, we Magnitude, which just obliterates you on so many levels. Arcade, more like catch this Flaffy. Perfect. Get Braxton, we learn Magical Leaf, which I will try not to forget this time. I will actually... Let's see if we can buy repels anywhere. Because I want to save my encounter for the good Pokemon that are not unknown. After you walk through this, or when you walk through this cave, and I distinctly remember getting burdened with an unknown last time. So I would like to not have an unknown, actually. I think that would be fun. I'm just going to buy 5 for now, because I want to wait until we can buy stronger repels to buy more of them. I should also buy potions, because I am beat up. I don't think there's any battles through here, right? It's just the puzzles and then... whatever it's called. The, mountaintop. Alright, let's go and repel. Oh no, there are a couple battles, okay. I'm fine with this because I could really use the experience. I wish I had a Psychic type move, but I don't. I didn't mean to stay in, but at least if it was the other one, I could have just clicked Magical Leaf. There is my Psychic type move. And look at me, not forgetting Magical Leaf this time. I will learn Howl, because Howl is a good move for you. Like that. I'm just very OCD about move placements, so I had to make sure that they were alright. I might be in the wrong place, I'm not sure. think that one's up there, and this one's got to be swooped around, and then this one has to go right there. Almanite is the harder one, because I never really did get to do this puzzle. I think that's how it goes. I know that doesn't go there. Yes. You gotta go this way. Right there, maybe? Yes, that actually does lead into each other, which means our last corner piece is the blank corner over here. Just like that. This goes down here, and then this goes... I didn't put it down, and I was wondering why it didn't work. Alright. Up to you. Oh, I really want to catch that flip, baby. Alright, let's get our encounter. Let's get our encounter next time. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time. I lied. I have no patience and I'll forget. Let's get our encounter now. That's why we weren't getting any encounters. No speed up. I really just want the Flabébé, but I'm not going to... Alright, we get a Flittle. Which is not ideal, but it's a Pokemon. Watching my HP, it did 3 damage to me. I'm going to name you Whistle because I just got a whistle that calls a better version of you. And for real this time, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time.